Okay guys, this is the lesson on Hago and Wagwa. It's a level 1 lesson as part of the Korean Grammar for Topic series of videos, which I really hope you're liking so far. Alright, so getting straight into it with the Sero and Ohui. Firstly, you've got Gyoshil, which is classroom. Next up, you've got Hakseng, which is student. And then lastly, this week I've added Sonsengnim, which is teacher. Alright, so what does it translate to? Well, both of them translate to an noun, and it links two nouns. Say, for example, in the sentence, I have an apple and an orange. It attaches to the first noun. Now, both Hago and Wagwa attach to the end of the first noun. Now, Wagwa is most often used in formal settings or more formal settings or written documents. And converse to that, Hago is often used in spoken Korean. That being said, you'll probably find that you have a preference when it comes to speaking language, whether you use Hago or Wagwa. And early on especially, you'll find yourself become comfortable with one or the other. Myself personally, I use Wagwa a lot more. That way, when I get to written text or formal situations, I don't have to consciously think to go, oh, don't say Hago, don't write Hago, because that's not okay in this situation. And to be honest, in spoken Korean, you can get away with a little bit more, plus both of them are understood pretty simply. So the usage of Hago doesn't change if there's a patchum at the end of the noun. However, for gwa and wa, it does. If there's a patchum, add gwa. And if there's not a patchum, add wa. Now, personally, how I learnt this, and the thing that makes this, I think, very, very simple, is just look at this one. If there's no patchum, look, there's a zero. There's zero patchum, so what do you use? Wa. If there's a patchum, well, you have to use something, so there's gwa. And that's how I learnt which one of those ones to use. Which probably also explains why I use it more, because it was easy for me to learn as opposed to other people who struggled a bit more and therefore avoid using it altogether. All right, so some examples. Gyoshil에 학생하고 선생님이 있습니다. So 교실에, inside the classroom, 학생하고, students, and teacher exist. So there are students and teachers in the classroom. 교실에 학생과 선생님이 있습니다. There are students and teachers in the classroom. Just to show you the difference in usage for them. And then lastly, 물하고 맥주 주세요. Please give me some water and beer. All right. There is one other bit to note with this one, and that is in spoken language, you can also use 이랑. Now note inside the bracket is the E. You use this if the noun ends in a patchum. If it doesn't, no need for it, and just go rang. And it serves the same purpose as Hago or Wagwa. Now note, as it says on the screen, it's only in formal settings and used in spoken language. Now, the reason it's here, and the reason I haven't spent all that much time on irang, is I don't think I've heard it once since I've been in Korea, and I've been in Korea a while now. So as much as it can be used in spoken language, it's very, very infrequently spoken, and you'll hear Hago or Wagwa almost all the time instead of it. So you think, why bother even telling me? Well, later down the track, and you'll see it will become more and more relevant the closer you get to the advanced levels. During the topic tests, they will throw more obscure things in there and change little bits in sentences, like which grammar do you use and all this sort of stuff. And I'll go through how to prepare for it a lot more later with some of these specific examples, but it's something that you may see or hear on the test. So as much as you don't need to use it every day, you need to just have that little bit of awareness in the back of your brain. So if you hear or see noun with rang attached to the other at the end of it, and then another noun, it means the same as Hago. All right, guys, as always, I hope you like this video. If you've got any comments, hit us up below. And as always, stay safe and good luck studying.